Red and white square body, topic of conversation. 4 phone calls today within the last couple hours about this particular truck, which is on the website with a description that says what its price point's going to be, what is going on, and here comes the full video. Stay tuned. Hey guys, how you doing? We had one fella ask about how tall this truck was, so I'm about 5'10", 5'11", so here's your reference point of how tall this truck is. Hopefully this helps. But this has been the topic of conversation every day. And unfortunately, because of the fact we've had sold vehicles, the shop steady has vehicles coming and going all the time for customers. We have not gotten much further with this truck since our last update. It's a crew cab, long bed, 85? Yeah, I think 85. We'll put it in the description for sure. This truck came in like so many others. The customer had literally just won a show, sent me a picture of this truck with his big trophy, and was very tickled with it. He also had been following us, so he knew some of our credentials of how we approach a vehicle. He's like, look, don't knock me. It's not as perfect as y'all's. That's okay. All of ours aren't perfect either. But it did need a lot, more than met the eye, more than we thought we were going to dig into, more than he even realized. So, again, not knocking the previous owner, he had a cool truck. We just have to take things to a different level, and we're still not done. So let's just look at this. What's this hanging down before somebody asks? This is a wire that goes to wheel lights, which we will be removing. That's zip tied to the brake hose here. There's not much else you could do. I guess you could clean it up. If somebody does want it, it does have wheel lights, which glow inside of these big old forged wheels. We know most of you guys do not like these tires, so feel free to load up the comments. We love comments that you don't like the wheels and tires. We already know. They will be changed. So our plan with this truck, further from here, which we've said before, but for the new followers, we'll say it again, this truck is going to be a $100,000 to $125,000 price point truck. If you search crew cabs and you know a crew cab that's been redone, basically frame off, you know what they're bringing. So the finishing touches are why is it not 100 and then why is it not 125? Because the tires and wheels that we're going to bolt on it are probably easily $10,000 to $12,000. We're going to do the steering, we're going to do the track bar system, and we're going to do the power steps, and then we'll see where things go from there. But there you go. That's a huge chunk of very expensive upgrades. The truck deserves it. The truck could use it, but at this point it has nice steering, it works, it drives, but even Christian, because he was so used to every square body, when he got this truck unloaded and backed it in the first time, it was sitting there camming. It's a big 468, big block in this truck. He could barely turn it. Now, he's not a weak man, but, you know, he was, before he went to the gym, so he was struggling a little bit. Jay, something's wrong. And I'm like, I don't know what's wrong, but I swear we're going to catch an accident out there one of these days, every single day. So anyway, so it's got left side steering. The crossover steering fixes that. The track bar fixes that. It makes a huge difference. But what else did we do? So this truck got the full CVF front bracket system, which you see us put on a lot of trucks, which is all billet bracketry, brand new compressor for the AC, brand new alternator, all of the pulleys are new, the tensioner's new, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We also took this truck and made it an electric fan truck. Somebody commented on one of the others, why did you not do electric fan? You don't have to do electric fan. A regular fan that works fine as long as you got the right shroud. But we did choose to do a dual fan setup with the nice shroud around it, as you can see. Aluminum radiator, all brand new lines, condenser, evaporator, every single piece of this AC, all the box was pulled apart, all the new components were put in it, everything was put back together. There's not one used part on the AC system of this truck, nor is there any of the accessories that are not brand new. New power steering pump with the reservoir. This truck has a Sniper fuel injection system on the big block motor. We redid the front end with the grill and the lights and cleaned up all the wiring that had been tagged into and snapped into and everything else had been foobarred. We went through all the doors, making sure the windows worked, the locks worked. Two of the doors were jammed. And if you ever had to get a door unjammed when it's closed, it's not real fun. We replaced a bunch of the hardware inside of each door. All the doors were adjusted, lubed, and everything was done right there. Going into the inside, which was a cool part of this truck, was the plaid interior and the plaid headliner. Really cool setup. We got the dome light under the dash working. We fitted the carpet kit a little better. Again, Kenny was involved on this project, making sure that The door switches worked properly. You can see the dome light going on and off. That's a crucial part, not only for that, but also for the steps, because that's what makes the steps work. Dyed all the door panels back properly, put a proper dash in the truck, got all the gauges on the truck working properly, repainted the dash itself. The dash was very nicked up, scratched up, and we do still have to redo the stereo in this truck. That's one other thing that needs to be on the list. We got one coming back tomorrow. Got a square body in blue, crew cab, and a short bed that we're getting the stereo redone on. So that's coming back tomorrow. This one needs to go. Make sure to remember that, Christian. We're doing some kick-out pods, a couple other things. Long bed versus short bed. They didn't make a short bed, so before we get into the topic on that, this is the way this truck came. Dana 60 front, 14-bolt back. It's also been disc braked in the back. Has custom exhaust. It has Fox shocks. Fuel tank's been replaced. Center unit's been replaced. Fuel gauge works properly. And the chassis all been cleaned. It does have headers. Dual Fox steering stabilizers. Got the hood felt under the hood. Kenny, being Kenny, cleaned up all the wiring, not only just for that, but for the Sniper computer. It's got the Sniper EFI there for the coil. All that stuff was kind of mixed-matched here, there. Cleaned it all up, put a lot of it in loom, got the proper radiator hose. And again, we can critique a lot of things, but this just needed a lot of stuff done. It got done. So now the truck runs great. The Sniper fuel injection is cool because inside the cab here is a little onboard computer, which you can play with, you can adjust. We know enough about them to be kind of semi-scary, but that's basically your computer system. You can mount that on the dash or wherever you want. We will mount it for a customer, but we don't like to until they say. The glove box would fall on the floor before. It does not anymore. It's got some touch-up paint in here for the different colors. Got its owner's manual and booklets. It opens and closes and doesn't fall any longer. And again, bam, dome light, new pin switches. Little touches, little details. Got all the little bushings put back on the strikers. And as y'all all know, crew cabs have a hard life. Crew cabs have the hardest life. Most all crew cabs were used as work trucks. This one is not as preserved, as I'd like to say, because it's been painted. It's had a lot of things done to it. And it's got a couple little paint imperfections. You have to look for them, but if you catch the light just right, you can see a little spot here or a little spot over there. But that's a big truck. Like, that's 20 foot of boat anchor. From one of the first videos we told y'all we were going to change the emblems and go to the K30s, but the High Country is pretty cool. The High Country on the back is actually painted on. Somebody took the time and actually painted that on the back. And with the colors, the blue here, the red here, it's not OE, it's not traditional, but for us it's acceptable. When it goes to Daniel, not only we change the tires, wheels, change the lift, steering, steps, track bar, the bumper's already done. We are going to put the piece of panel right here because that's what these holes are for, and we have the stainless panel, and this is not a GMC truck, it is a Chevrolet. So it'll have the Chevrolet closeout. Somebody obviously donored a nice, clean Chevrolet tailgate. The bed liner's already got a spray-in bed liner. That's in good shape, other than being dusty and having some leaves in it. Got a hitch on the back. This is going to make somebody a cool truck. We've had a lot of people call and say, hey, can I tow with a 1-ton? You can do whatever you want. This was the only option you had back in the day, unless you had a tractor trailer. So can you tow with it? Yes. Should it be daily driven? Probably not, but if you want to, you can. G2 axle hubs. Again, those wheels are actually pretty cool and very expensive wheels, but they're not for everybody. They need to be on a 2020 model or something like that, which is where they will go when they come off here. Or we'll put them on Christian's Ford what?
250.
No.
What, my
Yeah,
Grand Marquis?
Grand Marquis. We'll put them on Christian's Grand Marquis. He'd love that. But there you go, guys. That's our crew cab, I believe 85 model crew cab long bed truck that you guys have been asking a lot about. And again, a little explanation of this truck. Let's just say it came in, at $75,000 and was a nice truck. It's had another 20 put into it between all the custom touches of things that we've just gone over, and another 20 plus to come by the time you figure the steps and the track bar and the steering, tires and wheels. So those trucks do escalate very quickly. People ask, where does it stop? I don't know. We've had them where they're 200,000. We've had them where they're 150,000. We've had price range trucks that from all over the charts. It really depends on the completion level of how you want. If somebody wants this truck and you're happy with it right now, you can buy that truck. It is safe, it is proper, and it's dependable. we're done other than doing the things that we think it should have to make it look a little bit more the part of one of the trucks that we turn out. So there's your update on that truck. Killer interior, really good looking truck. Should be able to take it and win a trophy or cruise with it or pull your boat or whatever you want to do. AC is ice cold. The fuel injection system works great. Not much else I can say, guys. So just an enjoyable crew cab. 3+3 truck is on the website. If you read the description, everything I just went over is in there. But every day we have people, what's the deal, what's the deal, what's the deal? That's fine. We love talking to people, but we try to put everything on the website. And even more now, well, we have the project section, which Christian's been loading things in there. Ready or not, they are loaded. And we're going to take some time tomorrow. We're going to reorganize in here. We'll get some stuff back in, some new inventory in that's getting cleaned, and try to bring you guys some more updated information, inventory, and some cool content. Thanks.